My brethren Kaidi has been talking to me about doing a cup of Channa recipe for the longest while. So today, Kaidi, this one is for you. Now, cup of Channa is a popular snack in some places. When you're liming, you could get a cup of Channa. And actually, one of the most popular spots that I know of that sell a real best cup of Channa is the bar on Mission Road in San Juan. If you know, you know. But if you know of any other places that sell a real best cup of Channa, drop it in the comments below. This is not a recipe I've ever done before, but I'm gonna try to make it the way that I would like it to taste. So I add in different herbs and spices and things, and going to try and make a real nice cup of Channa. So let me get into it one time. So the first thing we need to do is to prep the Channa for cooking. So I have 800 grams of Channa here, or chickpeas. I'm gonna add it to a bowl. Now I add in 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And this will help the Channa to soften when you leave it to soak, because we need to leave this to soak overnight. Add in enough water to cover it. Just going to give that a little stir. And then you want to leave this to soak overnight. So this is the Channa that I had soaking overnight, and as you can see, it have a little foam or scum that settled to the top here, but that is okay. We're going to rinse this off before we cook it. I'm just going to show you the consistency of the Channa. As you can see, it kind of plump up a little bit, and that's going to help it cook faster. So you definitely want to soak this for a couple hours, or overnight is best. So let me just rinse this off, and then we're going to get to cooking it. So I have my Channa or chickpeas here rinsed and ready to go. And a quick word about soaking it overnight. Now, soaking it in the baking soda doesn't only allow it to cook faster, but apparently soaking it in the baking soda does also reduce some of the gassy effects that beans and peas tend to have. So that's another benefit of soaking it. To get our Channa going, I'm going to add some oil to our pot. And I'm going to add 1 diced onion. Add in a teaspoon of jeera. A head of garlic minced, so that's about 8 or 10 cloves. And I have 4 Shadon Beni leaves chopped finely here. Stir. And now I add in my chickpeas or Channa. Now I want to season with a pinch of salt, 8 cups of water. And now for the really hard part, which is to leave this to cook on medium heat for about 90 minutes. And while this is doing its thing, let's work on making the condiments, because condiments is a huge part of this cup of Channa experience. One of the condiments that I'm making is a Shadon Beni with garlic and pepper pesto. The pepper that I'm using today is 7-pod, and this real hot. And I know I have 2 here, but I'm actually only going to be using 1. Look sharp, I might just use half of 1 because these are very hot. And I mean, yes, I can handle pepper, but I ain't really feeling for all that heat right now. So I'll adjust it to suit as need be, but I think, half of a 7-pod pepper would be good enough for me. If you really like the heat and could handle real heat, then definitely do your thing, knock yourself out, but I think half of this is good enough for me. So just gonna chop the Shadon Beni roughly. Going to smash 6 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to chop half of the 7-pod. And now I'm going to add this to my mortar and pestle, and I'm going to grind it into a paste. So I add in my Shadon Beni, garlic, and the pepper. Add in a pinch of salt, and the coarseness of the salt is going to help break down the ingredients into a paste. And of course, if you don't have a mortar and pestle, you could use your food processor to do this. So now I just want to squeeze in about a teaspoon of lime juice. And we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Let's give it a taste. Again, a nice heat from the pepper, the pungent flavor of the Shadon Beni. You know, Shadon Beni is a very strong herb. And of course the garlic in there as well. And the olive oil and the lime juice just kind of bring all those flavors together. This is gonna be a real nice topping for our cup of channa. I mean, just look at this. You know this is gonna taste real good. So we have some warmth going on with the jeera that we added to our channa. We have some heat going on with the 7-pod pepper that we added to our Shadon Beni garlic and pepper pesto. So I wanted to add something to counterbalance that, some nice, fresh, light flavors. So I have some dill here and I have some cucumber. So I'm gonna make a nice cucumber and dill salad, if you will, to add as a topping for our cup of channa. So I'm just gonna chop the dill. And I'm gonna grate the cucumber. So I'm gonna squeeze the excess water out of the cucumber. And I mean, you could definitely keep this water and add it to a smoothie or something. I mean, waste not, want not, right? Just gonna add the cucumber to a bowl. Add the dill. I'm gonna give this a toss. And I mean, that is it right here for this, you know. We just wanna add something with some freshness and a nice cooling effect to the dish, which will be a nice balance to all the other heat and warmth that we have going on. So this doesn't need anything else. Nice and fresh, natural. This is what we're talking about. So while the channa cooking away, I'm just gonna take a little pause for a course here. Add in my cucumber water, this glass with some ice, pipe water, and yeah, quick little beverage here, quench your thirst. So 90 minutes later, this is how we're looking. It's cooked down nice, looking good. As you can see, it's still whole, but if I mash it, tender, and that's what we're looking for. All right, so the final touches, I just want to add a little bit of MSG here, as I kind of bring all the flavors together. Of course, if you're still beaten up about vexing, that's your business, don't add it. But I adding it to this. So that's about a teaspoon. And that umami flavor will just do the most inside there. Now is the moment I've been waiting for. And that is to go in for a taste for this thing here. Add in some of the Shadon Beni garlic and pepper pesto right on top there. Drizzle some of the oil. Cucumber and dill salad. Going in for a bite one time. It's a real flavorful channa with the jeera and the garlic and thing in there. It's coming through. Of course, nice spicy kick with the Shadon Beni garlic and pepper pesto. And then the cucumber and dill salad, adding that burst of freshness to it. This is a real nice liming food. If you like channa, this is a real nice recipe to try. Delicious, nutritious, and vegan friendly. So the vegans, you could try this as well. Yeah, so if you like this recipe, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a share, and a link to the full recipe will be posted in the video description. Of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please take a moment to do so. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Mm-hmm.